Greetings, Ralph Morgan, Director of Environment and Sustainability of POLYCOR. The following is a response to a group of questions presented to us from Lead Us Online about POLYCOR's Carbon Neutrality 2025 goal. The concept of POLYCOR being carbon neutral was driven by our CEO, Patrick Paris, back in 2019. He understood for the natural stone industry to proclaim itself rightly so as a sustainable building product, we had to make a commitment to show that that was just more than words, and that it really mattered to POLYCOR in the industry. With that, he reviewed the situation and decided that carbon neutrality is something very achievable within the natural stone industry, and it's something that POLYCOR should do. The very first thing we had to do, or we did do, was bring on Jasmine Ranlett, our sustainability manager. He reviewed the situation, developed a plan of action, developed what information we needed to collect, because first off, we had to know our carbon footprint. When the scope of what we had to accomplish was determined, an environmental specialist was brought on, Gabriel Dion, and then myself as Director of Environment Sustainability. As a team, we worked together, relying on each other's specialties of knowledge to bring carbon neutrality to all of our 60 sites. Having gone through and continued going through the certification process of the NSI 373 Sustainable Stone Standard, gave us a strong foundation of what we needed to collect. A lot of the information as far as utilities, diesel fuel use, other things that were our carbon footprint, we had a process in place to collect that. So having that history of the sustainability standard has certainly helped in our ability to take off, to know the information we needed to be carbon neutral. To be clear of what we committed to, we're going to be carbon neutral for scope 1 and 2 emissions by the end of 2025. A goal of reduction was established in each of these areas. Places we see opportunity is reducing our power use by efficiencies, changing the fuels we use to a lower carbon biodiesel or renewable diesel, things like that. We also are looking at partnering with renewable energy suppliers to supply our operations. Part of the things we've done in one operation through improving electrical efficiency, we're going to reduce in 2 plants the usage of electricity by 2 million kilowatt hours each year without impacting production. And that's key in everything that we're doing. We will have a carbon balance, carbon footprint still after all the reductions are done. And we're also working on an offset plan utilizing the properties we have now. Our policy is reduce first, offset second, as much as technologies will allow. So we've installed a very robust collection process from all of our sites, gathering information of what our carbon footprint will be. We get that monthly. We look at it monthly. We track it quarterly. We have annual goals for our reduction. And we're continually looking at that, refining, adjusting where we need to. But you have to have a roadmap, and you have to follow through on what you're doing on a regular basis to be carbon neutral. Gathering the information needed from our many different sites is a task. Setting up and doing this during the period of COVID when many people were not working in the office made the task even more difficult. We've practically lost a year of time in working with our various local colleagues to explain and implement our efforts. We've got a great relationship with our locations, but it's still been a challenge. With the issues of supply chain problems that we're all facing, dramatic swings in the energy market, this has all created issues as well. This is impacting the timing of some of the projects we had hoped to accomplish. That is with everyone else, we have and will work through this time period. Having and building relationships with our operations teams has been critical. It's important to relay to them that we have no intent on impacting production in a negative way. We need to quarry and fabricate stone. By making efficiency improvements, we are in the long run lowering our production costs and improving our equipment reliability. It also allows our teams to explain and show our customers the efforts we are putting into to lower our embodied carbon footprint of an already low embodied carbon footprint building product. This is what the market is demanding, and we'll be in a place to meet this. For a company the size of POLYCOR, we have 3 dedicated positions just for environment and carbon neutrality. In addition, we're committing significant financial resources and investments to accomplish this goal. To date, the investments made will have an ROI that meets or beats corporate expectations for all investments. Every project is evaluated with that in mind. We're also partnering with organizations outside of POLYCOR for investments that make better sense to do so. There's many resources available through existing power or fuel vendors, as well as governmental agencies, and we're looking at all of those paths to reach carbon neutrality. Doing anything that hinders production or lowers production is an unacceptable outcome in our opinion. Carbon reduction is not being dictated to our production operations as such. This is a common goal, and we work directly with our operations team to ensure that the actions we propose and take in no way reduce their ability to produce. In many cases, the things we find and improve upon will also increase machine reliability in the long run, so production will increase. Our focus is on carbon intensity of our products. We plan to improve our processes and grow our business into carbon neutrality, not shrink our business to meet the goals. Yes, we are on track. It has and it will continue to be a challenge, but we are pleased with the results we have seen. We have no doubt about being able to achieve carbon neutrality by the end of 2025. In doing so, we will have a better running operation going forward. We would, and we do tell everyone, this is an achievable task. And in doing so, you'll find an improved operation. It has to be said that going through the certification process of the NSI 373 standard showed us that early on. Looking at being carbon neutral was the next step to show that for the built environment, we're serious about natural stone being an obvious choice for a sustainable building product, whether it's either commercial or residential applications. The very first step is to know your carbon footprint by organizing what you already track and pay now. Looking at your electric and fuel bills for operation, your water consumption, everyone does that. You just do it in more detail. Break the process into steps, and it is not such a daunting task.